Awesome. Thank you.
Wonderful. I don't know how you follow that. I'm going to give it a go. I want to first say thank you to everyone who attended today. Beautiful day in the Copper Country, and so glad to be back. It's been a long time, 30 some odd years. So a long time in waiting too, I guess. I knew I had a decent career, but I didn't know that I would get the accolades that I get today from people in town and all over the place when I talk about my time at Tech. Excuse me. So, truly blessed to be here today. I'm blessed by my two young sons, William and Bryce. Thank you so much for being here. It's quite a blessing to have two young men who didn't really know much about my career here, let alone know where Michigan is. They're a little bit more worldly now, so I'm pleased to say that they know where Michigan is, but more importantly that they know where I went to school, where I had great friends, developed lifelong relationships with all of them. Brian Hannon, Randy McKay. Kip Noble is probably my longest running mate in the hockey world. An amazing player in his own right, a teammate, a friend, someone I can count on, someone that you can call and they won't ask any questions. You can ask them anything. That's the tight-knit group that I find the family to be in Michigan Tech. No matter where I go, if I run across a techie, they're willing to sit, talk, chat, and are generally just really, really good people. And they all flock together, which is rather nice. So my son calls me the other day and says, yeah, hey, Dad, I just bought a ticket. He had a week off. And I said, oh, great, where are you going? Like Vegas or LA, watch a Laker game? No, I'm coming to see you. That gets me. An hour later, my eldest son is now joining me. Thanks to Bryce for doing Bryce things, son. I have to say a big thank you to the university as a whole. It was a lifelong dream to play college hockey. I waited until I was 20 to get there. I don't know if I waited or academia was calling, and that was great too. So the coaches at my time were, Herb Boxer, Bruce Horsch, Darcy Way. I do owe you a phone call. I didn't ghost you on purpose. And Mel Pearson. And then all the other guys who came before me that were wonderful influences on me as a player. Doug Harris, who wore 24 before I did. They just added ON. It's kind of cool. Dave Roach. I don't know if anyone knows that name or not, but he certainly was a player. Russ Becker. I know I've forgotten everyone or anyone else who, of any substance in my mind. We'll maybe talk about them as we go through the evening here, but amazing time. All the great players I had the privilege to play with, to include Tom Bissett, Scott White, Kip Noble, Damian Rhodes, Rob Tustian, Davis Payne, and the list goes on. Wouldn't be here without them. Certainly as teammates. I had some success personally. Hopefully that was going to translate to many years of toiling, I suppose, in the WCHA. We were never above 500, were we, Hanny? Yeah. But two people in particular, and I just mentioned one, Randy McKay and Brian Hannon, were my line mates, guys that we went in the trenches with every day. They pushed me. I hope I pushed them. They aspired to be great players, and they were. They were better people at the end of the day. We picked up here this evening as if we had never been apart. That says something, not only about teammates, but about the character of the people that have to wear and want to wear a Husky uniform and be part of this university. So to them, so wonderful to see you guys. It's been a long time. I'm happy to have you here today to help me enjoy my time. It's a small, 30 seconds of fame maybe? I'm starting to ramble. Are you gonna start playing the music soon?
Not yet.
Yeah, so thank you, Macker, Hanny, fantastic people. So my time at Tech was, the time of my life. I could go anywhere, do anything, and felt like a Superman, but no capes. I don't do capes. So friends, I mentioned lifelong friends. I've made so many. And whether it be in hockey or football, basketball or other, they've all been dear to me. I think about family. I have my own family, and again, my boys are here to help me celebrate, but I think about the family that I have here in Michigan, and Joan Lorenzetti. I can't thank you enough. Very special people in my heart. So again, playing hockey as a student athlete at Michigan Tech was a dream as it came around. I said no twice. People don't maybe know this very much, but I was supposed to go to Wisconsin. Of course, Kippy let it out of the bag a little bit, but I accepted a scholarship there. They rescinded the offer within 2 weeks of me heading there. So actually the year before that, there was all kinds of injury troubles, and they asked me to come halfway through the year. And I said to Mel no then, and then I said no obviously when I accepted to go to the University of Wisconsin. When they rescinded the offer, I called Mel and asked him if he had room, if there was any chance. All I needed was a chance. Most of us do. And they gave me that chance. They put me in positions to be successful, to help the team. That was my goal. It was never about the personal accolades. I liked the goal scoring. I loved the assisting. I can often remember just calls on the radio. And Jim Carrots Carroll would often say and do the same. McKay goes and gets the puck. He gives the puck to Harrison. Harrison dusts it off a couple of times and then sets up Hannon for a goal. We did that more than anybody else that year in all of college hockey. So that's quite an accomplishment all by itself. But it wasn't about the selfishness of that. So I said no to Mel twice, and I called him and he said yes. So I arrived, a little bit unceremoniously, to a locker room full of players who were all going, what the bleep is he doing here? I hope they're as glad that I arrived as I was to be here. So accepting the scholarship, that was a fantastic thing, and it was a life thing that would change me and put me on a trajectory of nothing but blessings all the way through. So to be inducted into the Sports Hall of Fame, all the other inductees, well mentioned. Again, hard to follow, dude. Wow. Everyone had a hand in this, and their fingerprints are all over any kind of success that I enjoyed. I continue to do that today, and I thank you all.